Job 38:11 tells us that the proud waves of the ocean are going to stop at the shoreline. Now that hasn't stopped proud mankind from telling you that the waves can come in further. That hasn't stopped man from completely disagreeing with the Bible, but yet he does. Scientists all the time are telling us that the ocean levels are rising and that there's going to be this universal problem where the oceans come in and destroy everything. This is just absolutely not the case, and let me tell you why. Altimetry, we've been talking about altimetry and radar measurements of the surface of the water, and this is just problematic. We started off with the ballistic coefficient being an average, and then I talked about all this interference that they have to calculate, that they know that it does mess with the speed of the radar beam, but they don't know precisely how much. And they probably have some really good averages, but on any given day, any of those things could be wild and different. Not only that, the radar beam has to travel through the atmosphere. You need to understand this is very important, because what temperature is that atmosphere at every juncture along the way? Up at 800 miles, what's the temperature? At 700 miles, what's the temperature? At 600 miles, what's the temperature? Because that's going to affect the radar beam as it is piercing through the atmosphere. Also, what is the humidity level from 800 miles up down all the way to the top of the ocean surface? And I'm going to tell you this, as they are sending these satellites around, they might get some general readings, but they are not going to have precise readings everywhere this radar beam is penetrating through. So they're going to have to guess a little bit about the temperature in the area from the satellite all the way to the earth and back, and they're going to have to guess about the humidity in that area to some extent. So now you've got the ballistic coefficient being averaged, you have all of the interference being averaged, and now you have the atmosphere being averaged. Now, I don't know about you, but an average and an average and an average doesn't sound like precision. The ocean levels are not rising. Trust the scriptures.